There's arguably no bigger game in England. Certainly, they are the two most successful teams with such passionate fans. Stay with us, we'll bring you all the action live from Anfield as Liverpool take on Manchester United. It's always a fascinating confrontation. Liverpool, who dominated English football in the 70s and 80s, against Manchester United, who rather knocked them off their perch in the 90s and the 2000s. Derek Ray, along with Stuart Robson here in the commentary position. Always a special occasion when they lock horns here at Anfield, Stuart.
Well, you're right, Derek. It's Anfield. It's Liverpool versus Manchester United. They don't get much bigger than this. Let's hope the game matches the hype. This should be good.
Bukayo Saka is a player capable of taking any game by the scruff of the neck. Stuart, what are you looking forward to seeing from him?
Well, Derek, when he's on form, when he's focused, he's a brilliant runner with the ball. He can take on players, he can go past people with ease, and he's got a great shot on him as well. I'm really looking forward to watching him play today.
So the starting lineup for Liverpool.
Well, plenty of attacking width in this 4-3-3, but they'll need to get their midfield players to join the centre forward as much as possible. If not, he'll become isolated.
And Liverpool draw first blood in the derby. They're pumping up the volume, and why not?
Well, as you can see, this is a wonderful strike. He makes the perfect connection, and he has so much pace on it. It's a great goal.
So back in action, and it's up to United now to be inventive. Davide Fratesi. Vitor Ferreira. It's with Martinez. Ferreira. Cunha. And unfortunately for him, he had worked his way into an offside position.
And I think everybody in the ground could see that was always going to be offside.
Well, we can say it officially now. We'll be watching the champions today. The title secured in their last match. What a terrific position to be in, Stuart.
Well, they can certainly enjoy this one, Derek. What a great season they've had. They've been the best team in the league. No doubt about that for me.
A Liverpool free kick coming up. Artist at work. What a goal it was.
Well, here it is again, and what a free kick this is. From that distance, he has to strike it so well. But you do have to question the goalkeeper. I think he has to do better there. It's still a wonderful strike, though.
So the ball rolling again at 2-0. Here's Diallo. And news of a goal at Stamford Bridge. Alex Scott has all the information for us. Could put one back here. And he does! He's thrown his team a lifeline. The belief is back.
Well, here we can see it again. Look at the way he glides past the defender to create space for himself. And then the finish is fairly simple in the end. That's a good goal.
So the match continues and United just one behind here. Alexis McAllister. Well, Alex was in full flight. Alas, we had to cut her off just moments ago. Just to confirm, West Brom have scored in that match. They now lead by 1-0. It needs an accurate cross. This could square the game, but the keeper has his say. And how important could that be in the grand scheme of things?
Well, that was a big chance, and really, he should have taken that. But let's give credit to the goalkeeper. It's a decent save.
Played over. And a good take under duress there. Oh, that's a really good run. High pressing and good high pressing. That was going in. And after that fantastic effort, it's gone out for a throw-in. Mateus Cunha. Oh, good vision. Oh, and it goes! Now they're level. Who saw this coming? Incredible!
Just look at this again. The combination play in the top third of the field was so precise, and the finish is just as good. That's an excellent goal.
Well, you've really got to give credit to the entire team, because this was a bit like climbing Mount Everest. Joe Gomez. Saka. Well, it clearly was deflected, so it will be their throw-in. Perfect challenge. Incisive pass. And what a magical save it was! Can he deliver it with accuracy? Struggling to get it away. And the danger's still on. Danger averted for now. Bukayo Saka. United come away with it. Barella. They were playing fluid football, but then the foul, and now you would anticipate a yellow card. Nicely timed tackle. Encouraging stuff from United. The cross is on. Sound piece of goalkeeping. Well, the defenders know they need to get tighter. Nice looking move this. And that, a piece of goalkeeping you're going to see again and again and again. Now sending it in. And the problem not completely solved. De Ligt has a go. Oh, a superb save. Chance maybe. Barella. Not the most confident clearance. Well, defensive resilience there. No let-up on the pressing front. Emphasis on the clearance, a good one. Not out of the woods yet. And held by the keeper at the second time of asking.
Well, he's just pulled off a great first save there. Now they can all calm down.
And he's in. Oh, good hit, close shave. And that brings to an end the first half here at Anfield. Well, he's been the standout for his side so far, don't you think, Stuart?
Well, he's certainly got his team back into this game.
And the battle has recommenced here at Anfield. Now, far from a smooth challenge. Now, will the referee produce a card? Well, he's gone into the book.
Well, he was late and he deserved a booking for that.
Davide Fratesi. Cunha. Can they forge ahead? Well, they would have done had it not been for the keeper.
Well, they should be ahead now. Yes, it was a good save, Derek, but he should score from there.
So the corner played into the box. Clearance needed to be better. Martinez. The keeper was never likely to be in trouble then. Well, just to point you in the right direction, we have more live action from the Premier League coming up here on EA TV. It's Liverpool taking on Leeds United.
I like the look of that game. The atmosphere is always good inside that stadium, and two very good teams.
So Bosley. Ugarte. And the counter-attack is on. Options available. Well, they couldn't quite use that break in the manner that they'd hoped. Promising-looking ball. Opportunity to go ahead. Oh, it's astonishing! One of the greatest comebacks you're ever likely to see. And now the question is, can they see this out?
Well, just look at the defending here. The keeper is left totally exposed. It's an easy goal in the end, but well taken.
Well, back underway, and a glut of goals here. 3-2. And in with a real chance. In it goes! To square the game! What a contest this is turning out to be!
Well, here it is again. It was a good finish, but the keeper has to do better at his near post. He was beaten far too easily on that occasion.
Here's a change for Manchester United. Well, another equaliser. What a topsy-turvy game this has been. And so 30 minutes left for play in this one. It's going to be United's free kick. Could play it in. Able to clear the danger, at least for now. And we have more live Premier League action coming up for you soon on EA TV. Oh, surely! And he's outdone himself. Wonderful save there. Who's going to get on the end of it? Barella. And that's really well read. This looks more than decent. And able to close down the shot. Now, can they hit them on the counter? Possession one. Benjamin Šeško. And there it breaks down, but credit to the defence. 20 minutes to go. Gakpo. Well, the keeper had a lot of ground to cover. Splendid save. They will now make use of their substitutes bench. Can someone get on the end of this? Relatively straightforward to mop up defensively. Militao. Looked as though there might be a threat, but not so in the end. Good defending. Now the counter-attack looks on. And he might be through here. Surely now. My goodness, that save. Fully stretched he was. One for his own highlights reel. United looking to forge ahead. Let's see if the corner helps them. Well, you can't really head them any better than that. But the goalkeeper was up to the task. Minge. So Bosley. Liverpool try to click into an attacking gear with the game level in the closing moments. Trying his luck. Well, a powerful effort, but just wide. Now they're going to alter things. Here's the substitution. And news of a goal at Stamford Bridge. Alex Scott has all the information for us.
It's a goal for Chelsea. They're back level. It's 1-1 with 10 minutes left on the clock.
Oh, could be. And a goal for United. Will that be the one that makes certain of victory?
Well, let's see this again. He tries to run out with the ball. He has the ball taken off of him. He's made the wrong decision, and suddenly the ball's in the back of the net. Terrible defending.
What a big moment in the dying embers. Will it prove decisive here? Liverpool have it all to do. Well, nothing comes of it. It looked promising. Barella. Good work to win the ball back by United. Oh, good vision. Well, how about that for a piece of tackling to break things up? And the referee has deemed that an additional 4 minutes are in order. Well, there was impending danger, but good defending. Just had no time on the ball on account of the pressure. Tremendously strong in the tackle.
Well, Liverpool need to step it up here because their fans have been brilliant. Can they get this equaliser?
And there goes the final whistle. Manchester United are the winners today anyway. What did you think of their performance all told?
Yes, Derek, sometimes it takes a while to eventually get the better of the opposition, and that was the case here. They kept going and they eventually got their reward.
Well, he often cuts the figure of a thinking person's footballer. And Stuart, he's thought his way throughout this match.
Yeah, good performance and a really critical...
The cameras are fixed to one man. In fantastic form and the top scorer in the league. Can he add to his tally today? Live on EA TV. And welcome to the friendly confines of Craven Cottage in West London. I'm your match commentator Derek Ray at the microphone, and sitting alongside me is the former Arsenal, West Ham and Coventry midfield player Stuart Robson. I'm very much looking forward to bringing you action from the Premier League. It's Fulham versus Manchester United.
Well, Derek, we can talk about coaches and their methods, but it's now down to the players. Which ones are going to stand out, who will affect the game, and who will have the greater desire? It should be a cracking game, though.
And they kick off here. And here's the starting 11 for Fulham. Willian plays with Alex Iwobi out wide. And rather than use a strike partnership, they've gone with just the one player in attack. Could be. And a goal it is. No long wait for the opener today.
Well, here we can see it again, and he does so well to skip beyond the defender. It just buys him that bit of time to get his shot away. That's a really nice goal. Well, just look at his reaction. That could prove to be a massive goal for his team.
So the ball rolling again with the scoreline standing at 1-0. Well, the situation has changed in the Chelsea game. There's been a goal there. Alex Scott.
Yes, it's a goal for Chelsea. They've scored the opener.
Oh, hang on, Alex. Big chance here. They've only gone and grabbed another one. 2 goals in quick succession. Now they have the lead. No wonder they're celebrating.
Well, here's the replay, and what a well-delivered cross this is. Perfectly placed, and his movement's so clever. Once he gets onto it, there's only one thought in his head. Smash it as hard as possible. What a good goal.
So back underway with the scoreline standing at 2-0. Well, apologies to Alex. Sometimes when exciting things happen, we have to cut her off. We don't do it too often, of course. Just to clarify, Chelsea did find the net in that game, and they now hold a 1-0 lead. Oh, that's a super piece of defending. Šeško feeding it through. Now he's got to stay calm. Ball is loose. Not too fussy in clearing his lines. Willian. Pepe. Creative look about this, but a good piece of defending to bring it to an end. Vitor Ferreira. Chance maybe to use their counter-attacking ability to good effect. In position. And a goal! There he is at the double. They just can't subdue him.
Well, as you can see, he's a dangerous runner with the ball. He has such good balance and pace. That's a top-class goal, isn't it? Well, he knows his team haven't been good enough in this game, but how does he change it?
So on with the game again. United in charge. The scoreline threatening to get ugly. Pepe. Pereira. Can he put it away? And the keeper's hand does the trick. Opportunity in the wide area. And making his move inside. Well, he took care of it defensively. Could be threatening. Well, it looked like a good ball, but cut out in the end. And a loss of concentration. Oh, and it goes! Now he has his hat-trick. A special moment for him.
Well, as you can see, they finished this really easily. They don't give the keeper a chance, do they? That's a good goal. Well, back to the drawing board, I'm afraid. His team have been really poor today.
And this is turning into something of a rout. 4-0. Well, a powerful effort, but just wide.
Well, I have to say, United have been a joy to watch today. Just look at those stats. They've been in complete control.
Pepe. Well, that's how to keep the opposition at bay. Šeško. There's the cutback. And a goal! He's put it away! A celebratory moment!
Well, here we can see it again. He's shown outstanding vision to find the perfect cutback, and he makes no mistake with the finish. He showed a lot of composure there.
Well, you've got to say, an incredible first-half performance. That scoreline tells you all you need to know. Well, nothing for them to worry about in the end. Good defending. Counter-attacking, very much an option. Well, a change to the scoreline in the Chelsea game. Let's get the news from Alex.
It's a second goal for Chelsea.
Oh, wait a minute. Could be in here. And it's come off the keeper. Just the clearance that was needed. Ferreira. Now, who can he play it to? Vitor Ferreira. And we are... Opportunity! He had to score, and he does.
Well, just look at the defending here. They've made it so easy for him in the end. That's just not good enough.
Well, it's an out-and-out pasting. 6-0. And with that, the first half comes to an end here at Craven Cottage. Well, as they get the ball rolling again, interesting to see how the second half pans out. Nusser Mazraoui. Vitor Ferreira. That's not a bad ball. Well, a bit short with the clearance. Really good build-up, but no end product. Could be a chance to break here. And they'll regard that as a very disappointing end to the move. Oh, he's through here! Can he find the net? And fine goalkeeping. Well, they've decided to make a change. Playing it in. Oh, that's not a good clearance. Oh, could be. It's gone in! And well, he might celebrate on the back of that.
Well, here's the replay. He's done really well to get his head up and pick somebody out with that cutback. And from there, he never looked like missing. That's a lovely goal.
Pepe. And United couldn't keep possession. Pereira. And into the last 30 minutes now. Real chance. And denied by the keeper. Impressive. Emphasis on the clearance, a good one. Well, this is the home of live football, EA TV, and we have more action coming up from the Premier League for you. It's Fulham facing Arsenal.
That looks a really entertaining game. Two good teams with two...
Oh, look at this, they must score! And it's a penalty. The referee points to the spot, and it's going from bad to worse. And to add insult to injury, it's a booking, Stuart.
Well, I agree with the penalty. I'm not quite so sure about the yellow card, though.
It's going to be a story of two substitutes on at the same time for United. And in it goes, as coolly as you like. Never in any doubt from the spot.
Well, here we can see it again, and he's done well to read the intentions, but just can't get a touch on it as it sails over him. So close to being a fantastic stop.
Goal for Manchester United, number 8, Vitor Ferreira.
And news of a goal at Stamford Bridge. Alex Scott has all the information for us.
It's a goal for Bournemouth. They're now behind by 1 with 67 minutes played.
Alex, thank you very much. Barella. A goal here! Giving his team precisely what they were looking for. Now he deserves to celebrate it.
Well, let's see this again. This is counter-attacking football at its very best. And Barella does the rest. He strikes the ball so cleanly, there's no stopping that.
Manchester United goal, number 40.
20 minutes remaining. United have it once again.
There's a message for Alan Roach. That's Alan Roach. Please can you come to reception? Your wife is waiting for you. Thank you.
Is this the moment? Oh, and it goes! Now he has his hat-trick. A special moment for him.
Well, we won't get tired of watching this because the interplay around the box is wonderful and the finish is clinical. He just makes it look so easy, doesn't he?
Goal for Manchester United, number 8, Vitor Ferreira.
Ricardo Pepi. Bobby Reid. Can he finish? It was on its way in. News coming through from the Chelsea game. A goal has gone in, I believe. Alex Scott will tell us all about it.
It's a goal for Chelsea. It was a nice 1-2 and then a composed finish as he rounded the goalkeeper. They've pulled one back with 77 minutes played.
Thanks for the update, Alex. Barella. Mazraoui. Ferreira. Shaping to shoot. Determined defending. Who's going to get on the end of it? Was it a great clearance? And a fine cross. And the free kick awarded to Manchester United. And deep into the penalty area. Well, he failed to get it away properly. And the conditions look pretty good for the counter-attack. Chance to run at them. Iwobi. What a commitment to defending. Just the challenge that was required. It's going to be United's free kick. So on the cusp of the final whistle, and the visitors very much in command, Stuart.
Well, what an excellent performance this has been. They've had complete control for most of the game. Their movement, clever passing and energy have been a joy to watch. It's been a really good win for them.
The electronic board has been held in the air, and we're going to have a minimum of 4 added minutes. And a good challenge to bring that attack to an end. Well, doesn't have to do it on his own. Pereira. And the referee blows for full time. Positives for Manchester United. 3 points for them. What did you make of it all?
Well, Derek, what a good performance that was. They did most things right and their attacking play was inventive and had a real cutting edge. That was a really dominant display from them today.
Just like to
Well, what a game we have in store for you today. The hype has been building all week and the fans are pouring into the stadium. The tension palpable. Stay with us. We'll have all the action for you from Manchester here on EA TV Live. And welcome everyone to England's Northwest. The action soon to get underway here at Old Trafford. I'm Derek Ray, and sharing commentary with me as usual is Stuart Robson. And with the Premier League season about to reach its conclusion, we're just minutes away from kick-off time. It is Manchester United up against Leeds United.
Well, what a season it's been, Derek. We've seen everything. Drama at both ends of the table, some spectacular goals and plenty of entertainment. The players, of course, will be looking forward to a break now, but hopefully not before they give us a good game today.
This is the team Manchester United will go with.
Well, it's a 4-3-3 formation with a centre forward and two wingers. So it's important that the midfield players give support to the striker whenever the ball goes wide. They can't allow him to be isolated.
Davide Fratesi. United might be able to cash in. Intelligent threaded pass here. Well, he stumped it out of there without much fuss. So the corner played into the box. Not out of the woods yet. Pulls it back. Will he finish? Oh, the keeper made it look routine. It was anything but. Well, we can say it officially now. We'll be watching the champions today. The title secured in their last match. What a terrific position to be in, Stuart.
Well,
Real chance! Oh, really commanding goalkeeping. Doing well to win it back. What can they do from here? Looking for a teammate. A goal in the early stages. Precisely what they had been planning.
Well, here's the replay. He's done really well to get his head up and pick somebody out with that cutback. And then the finish is fairly simple in the end. That's a good goal.
Nil then. Lisandro Martinez. Fratesi. Cunha. Oh, crucial tackle. Brilliant. Just have to make sure they don't get caught on the counter-attack. Nabil Fekir. It is a decent-looking attack here. Nicely saved. Well, opting for the short corner. Delivered into the area here. And what a magical save it was! Delivering it. Well, he would have been disappointed had he spilled that one. Franco. Nussair Mazraoui. And here's Cunha. And passing it through. He might be able to make it through. Oh, magnificent reaction. Racing forward, trying to catch them out. Do they have the guile to open up the defence? Well, disappointing end to the move.
For Javier Santiago, taking his first game here today. So welcome.
Nusayr Mazraoui.
Have a fantastic game.
Took a really smart piece of defending to stop them. Poveda. In possession, Fekir. Fekir. Well, that's how to keep the opposition at bay. I'll tell you what, it wasn't a million miles away from the equaliser.
Well, it was a decent chance, but they're still behind here. They needed to take that one. Well, those stats tell us everything. Leeds have controlled the last 15 minutes, and up to a point they've looked threatening, but they need to be more clinical if they are to get this equaliser.
Yes, really going so well for them, and who knows, they might be able to craft another opportunity. Straightforward piece of goalkeeping. And the goal has gone in at the Emirates. Let's hear about it from Alex.
Yeah, it's a goal for Fulham. It was a volley that was mishit. It totally fooled everyone, including the goalkeeper.
In position. My goodness, that save. Fully stretched he was. One for his own highlights reel. Who can he pick out? And the problem not completely solved. An alert piece of defending. Now the attack fizzled out. Nabil Fekir. Can they create something from here? Real chance. Oh, that is a super save.
Well, he had to finish that, but credit to the goalkeeper. That's a brilliant stop.
And there's the delivery. And still danger here. And deflected behind, so a corner here. Oh, what a clearance under pressure. Had to react and did. Mateus Cunha. Potentially freedom for United on the flank. Cunha. Could be. Oh, goodness me, he's hit the post. Did well to clear it away. And so the referee blows the whistle. We've reached the halfway point here at Old Trafford. Away they go again. Second half is underway here. Mateus Cunha. Running room galore for United. Well, just hearing a goal has gone in the Arsenal game. Let's hear all about it from Alex.
It's a goal for Arsenal. The ball was pulled back from the goal line. He got over it well and was able to keep his shot down. It was a great goal. It's all even Stevens at 1-1 with 46 minutes played.
Many thanks as ever, Alex. And really closing him down here. Cunha. He must finish. And a goal here for Manchester United. They are the big favourites now.
Well, here it is again, and they've taken their goal well, but the defending was non-existent. That should never happen.
Two 2-0 here, and the ball is moving again. And he has options available. He just needs to keep a cool head. And it's a double for him in this game. No way for the opposition to contain him. And no wonder he's off celebrating.
Well, here we can see it again. It's a lovely ball in behind, perfectly timed. And then through on goal, he just goes for power and smashes it past the keeper. There's no stopping that. What a great finish. Well, that's just what he wanted. He has to be happy with this performance. They've been good today.
On they go again, and United beginning to run away with this. What a genuine opportunity, but it was squandered. Goal kick. Well, we're highlighting him for a reason, Stuart. He's putting in a really authoritative performance here.
Well, he's been brilliant today. His skill, his movement, his goals. What a good performance. And he's not finished just yet.
Well, there is nothing quite like the FA Cup final, and you'll be able to see it live right here on EA TV. It's Manchester United taking on Chelsea.
Big chance here, Derek.
It's still alive. Can he find the net? Marvellous anticipation. Well, we're into the final half hour. This might be the perfect counter-attacking opportunity. Angles it back. And you cannot argue with a hat-trick. Simply unstoppable today.
Well, here's the replay. He's done really well to get his head up and pick somebody out with that cutback. And then what a finish. That's been hit with such power and pace. The keeper has no time to react. It's a brilliant strike.
And this is turning into something of a rout. 4-0. A change to the scoreline at the Etihad, I believe. Alex Scott?
It's a second goal for Manchester City. They're now behind by 1 with 65 minutes played.
Cheers, Alex. Ferreira. Plenty of support here. Well, the fans want to see a shot. Oh, yes! It's gone in! And now a chance for them to revel in the moment.
Well, it's a very simple finish in the end, but his movement was really good. He just found himself a bit of space in the box when it mattered most. Well, he looks really pleased, doesn't he? His side have been really good today.
Well, my goodness, it's so one-sided. 5-0 in this match. Surely! Oh, dealt with by the goalkeeper. Just the clearance that was called for. Now, can they hit them on the counter? Incisive pass, and he's in the clear. Oh, but denied. Full credit to the keeper.
Well, of course he should score, but what a save that is.
And time for the change now. Could still be dangerous. Real chance. And you've got to credit that magnificent piece of defending. Can he find the right pass? Could be dangerous. Genuine chance. Able to close down the shot. Over it comes. Not really the ideal clearance. And thumped away. And with that, the attack fizzles out. Ilic. Ivan Ilic. Rutter. And Leeds couldn't keep it. Right, something has changed at St James's Park, but, well, it could be on for him here. There it is! A fantastic goal, and no wonder he's off celebrating.
Well, let's see this again. This is counter-attacking football at its very best. And when he gets onto it, he decides to go for power. It's a really emphatic finish, which gives the keeper no chance.
Well, if there were any lingering doubts about the outcome, surely they now have been removed. And apologies to Alex for having to cut her off. To confirm, Newcastle United have scored in that match, and they're in front at the moment by 2-1. Well, United had the ball, but not anymore. He continues his run, and he did so well to move across and deal with the danger. So the corner played into the box. Oh, that's not a good clearance. Shot blocked, but still alive. Now the quick counter-attack could be on. And passing it through, and he could cash in. And he scored not once, but twice. They simply cannot stop him, and no wonder he's enjoying himself.
Well, just look at this again. The speed of counter-attack is so impressive, and it's a good run, matched by a very cool finish. What a great goal that is.
And there it is, the final whistle, a result to please Manchester United fans around the world. What did you think of their performance as a whole? And he has options available. A wonderful scene here at Wembley. An ocean of fans descending upon the stadium for what promises to be an absolutely riveting FA Cup final. It's Manchester United. They take on Chelsea, and we're live on EA TV. At long last, the wait is over. A warm welcome to Wembley. This is Derek Ray, joined in the commentary box by Stuart Robson, and we're approaching kick-off time in what promises to be a spectacular FA Cup final. It's Manchester United taking on Chelsea.
Well, Derek, as a youngster growing up, this was the day that every young footballer dreamt of. Playing in the FA Cup final, walking out in front of 100,000 fans at Wembley, broadcast around the world, it still brings a tingle to my spine. And I'm really looking forward to this one.
Well, who will be the player to decide the outcome, to determine the course of events? No reason at all why it won't be this man, Stuart. What do you anticipate seeing from him?
Well, Derek, whether he's on the run, drilling a shot, hitting a volley, or even shooting with the inside of his foot, he strikes the ball with such power. And this is why he beats the goalkeeper so often. He's a tremendous striker of the ball.
And the contest begins. And here's the lineup for Manchester United.
Well, plenty of attacking width in this 4-3-3, but they'll need to get their midfield players to join the centre forward as much as possible. If not, he'll become isolated.
This is what they'll be up against today.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how the wingers play today. Will they stay high and wide? Will they come in field and support the centre forward? And how deep will they come out of possession? They're going to be key to this formation.
Oh, opportunity here, Stuart. Oh, yes! Manchester United have made the opening statement in this final. They take the lead.
Well, here it is again. He goes past his marker so easily with just a drop of the shoulder, and he makes no mistake with the finish. He showed a lot of composure there.
So the match has restarted. 1-0 here. Brahim. Given away by Chelsea. You know, Chelsea have an awful lot of space. This could be the equaliser. But oh, what an important save. How about that?
Well, at least he hit the target, but he should really beat the keeper from there. They should be level now.
Danger still on. This might be ideal for the counter. All hands on deck. Must be. Has to score. Will he find the net? And thwarting his opponent in the nick of time. A real opening now. And a goal! I'll tell you what, they're going to be very hard to catch now. Name on the trophy, maybe.
Well, here's the replay. Watch how he goes past his man with such ease, and it's just a change of pace. And his movement's so clever. Once he gets onto it, there's only one thought in his head. Smash it as hard as possible. What a good goal. Well, back to the drawing board, I'm afraid. His team have been really poor today.
He's taken on his opponent here. He's got to score! And a goal to delight the fans! Just what they were hoping for!
Well, he looks really pleased, doesn't he? His side have been really good today.
So the action underway once more, and it's beginning to look as though it's a case of how many for United. Delightful pass. Well, there was impending danger, but good defending. Well, breaking at pace is always a possibility. Brahim. Koke gives it away. Vitor Ferreira. Mazraoui with it. And defensive play to be applauded. Cunha. And with that, the attack fizzles out. Chelsea regaining possession here. Oh, beating his opponent with ease. A smart stop here. Elects to go short. No way through. Can he take advantage? A goal here, giving his team precisely what they were looking for. Now he deserves to celebrate it.
Well, just look at this again. He moves the ball quickly, he gets beyond his marker and he keeps his composure. It's an excellent finish.
Mazraoui. Barella has it. Read that pass all the way, cutting it out. Brahim. Could be dangerous. Will he finish? No, strong hand on the ball. Madueke. Now breaking at pace. Potential danger. Well, they need to get bodies back. Well, it looked highly promising, but it came to nothing in the end. Teammates available. But quick thinking defensively. Oh, he's lost possession. Now Chelsea showing good width. Oh, great defending. So 2 minutes of stoppage time to be added on. Mateus Cunha. Chances on. And the referee's whistle. We've reached the halfway point here at Wembley Stadium. And now they get the ball rolling. So back in business, second half underway, and Chelsea know they really need to lift themselves. Tapsoba. Barella has it. It's a fine United move in the making. Opportunity here. Well, it looked as though he was going to net another one, but the keeper getting in the way.
Well, that was a decent chance for his second there. Not the finish he was really looking for.
Delivering it. Well, it might still work out for them. Barella. And pulled back. And the goalkeeper has outdone himself with that save. And the danger is averted. And the referee doesn't hesitate. That is a spot kick. Well, no card handed out, but quite a few upset players out there, Stuart.
Well, he's made a genuine attempt to play the ball, so penalty yes, yellow card no.
A goal! Accurate from the spot.
Well, as you can see from the replay, the keeper tries to read the penalty, but he's sent the wrong way, and it ends up looking a very easy finish.
Enzo Fernandez. Shaping to shoot, and just narrowly wide in the end. A mistake from the keeper. Will it be punished? Mendy. Fernandez. Well, it is an occasion never to be missed, and you'll see it live with us right here on EA TV, the Champions League final. It's Manchester United against Real Madrid.
Well, the two best teams in Europe are there on merit.
And danger still. Well, a time for calm on the ball. That is how to apply the pressure. Well, we're into the final half hour. Now, will the cross work out for them? He's gone and found the net! Brilliant piece of finishing! Magnificent goal!
Well, here it is again. Just look at the quality of the cross. It's inch perfect, and the strike could not get any better. He hits through the back of the ball with such power. What a goal this is.
A glut of goals. 5-1 it is. Cunha. And the keeper throws himself at the ball. And over it comes. And not an attempt he'll be terribly proud of. Fernandez. And the ball back with United. Barella. 20 minutes to go in this one. Now the counter-attack looks on. And in with a real chance. And a goal here! There it is! They've done it!
Well, here we can see it again. Look at the way he glides past the defender to create space for himself. And then through on goal, he just goes for power and smashes it past the keeper. There's no stopping that. What a great finish.
Šeško. Really good build-up, but no end product. Fernandes. Barella. Oh, surely! Oh, yes! It's gone in! And now a chance for them to revel in the moment.
Well, here it is again. Barella goes past his man so easily, and from there, he never looked like missing. That's a lovely goal.
It's a massive lead, and it's very hard to imagine them losing it now. Madueke. Fernandes. Balde. Enzo Fernandez. Decent position. And offside, unfortunately. Here it is now, a substitution. Barella. Mitoma. Barella has it. Well, no stopping him. Can't miss, surely. Can they do something positive on the counter-attack? Can they profit from this? Opportunity it is. Oh, that is a super save.
Well, he had to finish that, but credit to the goalkeeper. That's a brilliant stop.
Corner kick from Koke. Well, full marks to him for that header, but the goalkeeper did his job. They'll repeat the trick. Corner again. Oh, fantastic effort. He made great contact, but the keeper more than equal to it. Koke tasked with taking it. Oh, a very fine header, but it wouldn't go in for him. Not a chance for them again to play it over from the corner flag. And there it is, a goal. But will it be purely a consolation at this stage of the proceedings? They haven't been at their best.
Well, here you can see it again. It's a superb cross, just asking for someone to go and meet it, which makes it a fairly simple finish in the end. It's a really good goal.
Barella. Manchester United keep the ball. Advantage. And he successfully got past him. Well, the fans really want him to shoot. Well, he went for power and might be regretting that now. And there it is, the final whistle. Cup success is theirs, and they've done it on merit. Look at these scenes.
Well, on the evidence of the game as well, they deserve it. They were excellent throughout. What a good performance that was.
And you can see, can't you, what it means to every single one of them.
Yeah, they've been a real team today. Really good spirit and a great performance.
And now for the moment of confirmation, the trophy presentation.
Well, this is what they were dreaming of before the game. To come and pick this trophy up. What a performance from them.
Yes, a performance that has impressed absolutely everyone. And now it comes down to holding that piece of silverware aloft. The sweet taste of success. It has been quite the journey, and it comes to an end in style on the big stage.
And now the celebrations can begin. Not just the players, but also the fans, the coaching staff, everybody involved with this club. What a performance it's been.
And the celebrations will be continuing long into the night. I think we can say that without any fear of contradiction. The wait is over. There are few bigger days on the football calendar than Champions League final day. Fans are beginning to pour into the stadium and the tension is palpable. Stay tuned, we'll have all the action for you live from the Bernabeu here on EA TV. And here it is, the last lap in the season-long race for the trophy. Millions of viewers from around the world are tuning in for the biggest final in club football, the Champions League final. A warm welcome from me, Derek Ray, joined here on the commentary box, as always, by the former Arsenal and West Ham player, Stuart Robson. And with the atmosphere building to fever pitch, we're just minutes away from kick-off time. It's Manchester United, and they take on Real Madrid.
Well, Derek, it doesn't come any better than this, does it? This has the makings of an absolute classic. These are two brilliant teams, and at the moment, I can't separate them.
This is the team Manchester United will go with.
Well, the two wide players are great in 1v1 situations, and their movement is also very good. But it's the midfield three that will need to control the flow of the game.
Bellingham. So plenty of forward momentum from Real Madrid here, but really sticking to their task defensively. Mateus Cunha. Terrific defending to stop them progressing. High pressing at its best. Well, he's featured on the back pages of quite a few newspapers in recent days, taking on his old club, and that can bring with it a few complications.
Well, for some reason, playing against your old club can be...
Oh, they could be in here, Stuart. That is a long way off target, Stuart.
Well, he looked in control, but in the end, the shot was wayward. That's a poor finish.
Barella. And threading it through. Oh, but cutting it out in the nick of time. Might really be able to trouble them here. Cuts it back. Can they forge ahead? Well, they would have done had it not been for the keeper.
Well, they should be ahead now. Yes, it was a good save, Derek, but he should score from there.
Not the most confident clearance. Barella. Can he put it in? Well, punched away by the keeper. And the volley off the woodwork. It could have gone in. He was hoping it would go in.
Well, he hits it really well. It's a good connection, but it's not quite on target.
Well, it's the hope of any player to make a bright start with their new club, and today is no exception.
Well, they were looking a bit thin in the middle of the park. They had to reinforce, and it's a good bit of business in that sense. It'll be interesting to see how he settles in. It can take time, but hopefully he'll get off to a quick start.
Cunha. Not the pass he had in mind. Federico Valverde. And support available. Jude Bellingham. Lukaku. United regaining possession. Mbeumo. Lukaku. They've given it away. Space for Real out wide. Takes the shot. Oh, good work to deny the opportunity. Can someone get on the end of this? Oh, super header, but the goalkeeper was up to the task. Lukaku. Well, just the tackle that was needed. Mateus Cunha. De Ligt. Incisive pass. Is it going to be? He's done it! What a moment! The opening goal in this Champions League final. And just look at the celebrations.
Well, just look how he holds off the defender. He keeps his balance and he still hits the target. What a good goal that is.
So United restart the game. Disappointed to have conceded. Can they come up with an equaliser? Vitor Ferreira. Decent position this for United to find themselves in. Barella. This could square the game. And the keeper more than equal to the task. United behind, but a corner could come in handy. Not the best clearance. De Ligt. Opportunity here. And a good take under duress there. Well, the attack just lost its momentum, and the keeper will collect. Well, just 1 minute of time added on for stoppages here. And that is that. Half-time here in the Spanish capital. The ball moving again. Real have the lead, but they won't be taking anything for granted. And Bellingham. Mateus Cunha. Barella has it. Opportunity to level it. Oh, the equaliser! Just what they needed, and the dream remains very much alive.
Well, let's look at this again. He's done superbly well to pick out a teammate here, and then the finish is fairly simple in the end. That's a good goal.
So, a level contest, 1-1. Davide Fratesi. And given away. Well, the outcome is a free kick here. Well, from scoring hero to red card villain.
Well, he's been so good up to now, but that was a silly challenge. He deserved to be sent off.
Valverde. And taken away. He won the ball. Trying to open up the defence. Could be in. Oh, it's in! They're in front here. Now can they stay in front?
Well, as the replay shows us, Barella's pass is inch perfect, and the timing of the run is just as good. As for the finish, it was never in doubt.
Well, underway again. It's a narrow 2-1 lead as things stand. Lukaku is with Vinicius Junior. This could level it. Oh, he's missed it. He'll be kicking himself.
Well, the opportunity presented itself, and they really should be level. They have to be more composed, more clinical if they want to get back into this.
Vitor Ferreira. Barella has it. A real opening now. Eze. They need to get tighter. And a useful cross. Really good build-up, but no end product. Now can they counter clinically? Need to get back quickly here. Well, that is how to break up a counter-attack. Well, it could be on for him here. And it's in! Beyond the goalkeeper, Real Madrid are level.
Well, here it is again, and it's all about the pace on the counter-attack. They were so quick to break out from their defensive positions, and there's certainly no doubt about the finish. He really hits it with power. And accuracy, nothing the keeper can do about that.
So back underway, the game having been squared at 2-2. Tapsoba. Barella has it. Read it superbly to take back possession. 20 minutes to go. Ezzy. Barella. Playing advantage here. United keep it. Unable to keep the ball that time. Well, good effective pressure. Chance maybe to use their counter-attacking ability to good effect. Vinicius Junior. Lukaku! And they couldn't quite muster a real threat. Šeško. Still passing it around with authority. Crossing into the middle. Clearance needed to be better. Well, no damage done. Still level. Real Madrid continue to look for what could be a winner. Oh, a breathless moment. Real Madrid take the lead in the Champions League final with time running out.
Well, here it is again, and it's all about the pace in transition. They're so quick to get out from the back, and then the finish from Lukaku demonstrates his ability to make the right run at the right time. What a good goal.
What a big moment in the dying embers. Will it prove decisive here? Šeško. Mazraoui with it. Manchester United know they've got to get on the front foot with time the enemy. Will he finish? Oh, I can't believe it! Twists and turns in the closing stages, and it's anyone's guess who's going to lift the trophy. Incredible!
Well, it's a very simple finish in the end, but his movement was really good. He just found himself a bit of space in the box when it mattered most. Well, that picture says it all. His team are back in the game now.
And it's level again here. Both sets of fans being put through something of an emotional mangle. Manchester United on the front foot in the closing moments. Can they find a winner? Trent Alexander-Arnold. Trying to open them up. He's in behind the defence here. And a great save to keep the scoreline level.
Well, that's what you want from your keeper. Big saves at vital times.
Trying to pick out a teammate. Must take the lead here. Oh, he's been foiled. How pivotal could that be at this stage of the game?
Well, it was a good save, but that was the chance to win the game there. That could be their last opportunity.
And clearing his lines. That is that after 90 minutes. They are level and extra time is coming up. So away they go again, the first period of extra time, and it's legitimate to ask to what extent mental strength will come into this. Looking forward to it. Barella. Well, we can give them high marks for their passing, but can they make this pressure count? Cross there that was decidedly ordinary. High pressing and good high pressing. Oh, the threat is there. Marcus Rashford. Maybe room here for the counter-attack. Rashford unable to hold it. Sheshko. Barella has it. And there to intervene. Pressure applied. Fran Garcia. Good distribution. Rashford. Well, a bit wasteful from the merengues. Bellingham! And denied by the keeper. Impressive. Well, in terms of added time, a minimum of 1 minute. Likes to run with the ball at his feet. Can they jump in front? Oh, not to be! Stopping a certain goal. Half-time in extra time, and still they are level. And so the drama continues here. We're into the second period of extra time. Diallo. And he's broken free. Can he convert? And a goal! Well, against all the odds, they've hit the front.
Well, here it is again, and the pace in which they break forward is devastating. It's so hard to defend against. And then through on goal, he just goes for power and smashes it past the keeper. There's no stopping that. What a great finish.
Well, a dramatic moment near the end, and that might well be the decider. Bellingham. Now with Rashford. Real Madrid attacking, and they have to give it a go, with time not on their side. Barella. And it might be a favourable situation, this, for Manchester United. And quick thinking defensively. And pressing from the front. You can't really tackle like that and expect to get away with it. Booking it to come, you would think. Well, 5 minutes remaining in this, the second period of extra time. Rashford in the middle. And no-nonsense defensive clearance. Well, just the tackle that was needed. Takes the shot. Well, the post getting in the way there. Well, defensive resilience there. Well, there is going to be stoppage time, but only the 1 minute. This could finish it. Well, the post got in the way. Right over. And now the whistle they all wanted to hear. Manchester United have painted the Champions League red.
Well, just look at the emotions out there. Joy and relief on one side, despair and heartache on the other. But we've got the right winners here. They fully deserved it on the night.
For these players, well, it's the night of their lives. And they're determined to enjoy every millisecond.
Well, they have to make the most of this, don't they? It's a great feat. What an achievement from them.
Well, they don't need to be reminded about what comes next. It's the presentation of the coveted Champions League trophy.
Well, there's some tired players out there, but what you can be sure of, they'll find some energy when they get their hands on the trophy. They'll be going mad in the next few moments.
The Champions League winners, Manchester United.
Well, this is what they wanted. What a moment for these players. They've worked so hard to win this trophy. They've been fantastic.
And you can feel the emotion.